On a quiet night in the middle of the city, Youssef was walking alone through the dark streets after a long day at work. Everything seemed normal until he noticed a small box carefully closed in front of an old, abandoned shop. He stopped for a moment, torn between curiosity and caution, but finally decided to open the box. As soon as he did, he found a small note written in delicate handwriting: "You are now faced with a decision that will change your life. Make it wisely." He didn't understand the note's meaning, yet something deep inside compelled him to think that this decision was more than a mere choice. Should Youssef ignore the message and go on his way? Or should he try to understand the meaning behind the mysterious box? Every decision could lead to a vastly different fate. After a moment of contemplation, Youssef decided to keep the note and return home. The following night, while examining the note again, he noticed new writing on the back: "Second door on the right, enter alone." Chilling shivers ran down his spine. Who wrote this message? And what does "second door on the right" mean? Driven by curiosity, he decided to return to the abandoned shop the next day. When he arrived, everything was as he had left it. Cautiously, he entered the building and found a long, dark corridor. At its end, he saw facing doors. The second door on the right was distinct, made of dark wood with strange carvings. He stood before it, hesitating to open it, but finally pushed it slowly. Inside, he found a small room filled with old books and scattered papers. On a desk in the center of the room, there was a peculiar-sized round mirror, and when Youssef looked into it, he didn't see his reflection, but another person, a strange face staring at him. The face whispered, "You have been chosen to restore the balance." Youssef was bewildered and couldn't understand what it meant. Before he could respond, the room began spinning around him, turning the world into shadows and mysterious sounds. He suddenly found himself in another place, another time, where he needed to uncover the truth behind the note and the decision that would change his life's course, and perhaps the entire world. Youssef stood in the new place. Everything was different. The air heavy and filled with an unfamiliar scent, the ground beneath his feet cold as if it was made of ancient stone. He was surrounded by thick fog, with unclear specters moving slowly in the distance. His heart raced as he realized he was neither in his era nor in a familiar place. A faint voice came from the shadows: "Are you ready?" Youssef wondered, ready for what? Suddenly, a figure clad in a black cloak appeared before him, only its glowing eyes visible. The figure held an ancient-looking book that seemed to contain mysterious secrets. "You have been summoned to restore balance between the worlds, Youssef," the deep voice said calmly yet firmly. "The world you came from is on the brink of collapse due to humans' erroneous decisions. Everything depends on your decision now." Youssef didn't fully grasp what was happening but began to see things slightly clearer. The note, the box, the mirror, all was a test leading him to this moment. "How can I restore the balance?" Youssef asked with doubt and anxiety in his voice. "You must find the 3 lost artifacts. Without them, the balance won't return. Each artifact holds ancient power, but the path to them is fraught with peril. You will face your greatest challenges." At that moment, the ground beneath him lit up with golden light, revealing 3 different paths. Each path led to a different place. Youssef had to choose the right path. The first was illuminated by a cold blue light, seemingly leading to a place filled with ice and snow. The second was surrounded by a dark green light, filled with the scent of wet earth and the sound of wind. The third was lit by a glowing red light, suggesting it led to a dangerous place filled with molten lava. Youssef chose the green path, feeling something familiar about this choice, as if nature itself was calling him. He began walking cautiously. With each step the fog gradually lifted.